hold up a sign like that. Because again, homosexuals they're going to see that sign at face value. They're going to see it from a concrete perspective. God hates homos. Oh, God hates homos. Most people would. But I know that's not what he meant. Especially because he clarified it under the picture. And I was like, oh, okay. But I looked at it at first glance. I was like, dude, are you serious? You know? I mean, these, you know, like I'm trying to say, I mean, homosexuality, I mean, they have communities. It's kind of like I don't know too much about it, trust me. I'm just going by what I heard from, various outlets or whatever. From what I understand, it's like a community. It's like I don't know what you want to call it. Like a family or something, I don't know. I mean, they have parades, man. They have parades. You know? So I'm just saying, if you want to reach somebody, then we just need to be a little bit more. So we need to be a little bit more careful on how we word things, because we don't want to chase people away from God. We want to bring them to God. That's what we were called to do. We weren't called to, chase people away. And, again, these people don't see themselves as sinners. So, somebody who doesn't see themselves as living in sin is not going to look at that sign and say, hey, look, I'm living in sin. I'm going against God's word. I need help. Like, what could I do to break away from my sin? I really, really need help. These people aren't going to look like, these people don't think like that. They think that they're just, it's who they are. It's the way God made me, so why would he hate me for it? So when you're saying that God hates you, you're just like, you're not helping anything. You're just, if anything, you're just drawing them back. You're getting them confused. A lot of these people don't understand that it's a sin. And the reason I know it's a sin is because people have been delivered from it after they came to the cross. If that's the way you were born, then you're not changing. Nobody's changing. There's no such thing as coming to the cross and being delivered of homosexuality. It's not who you are. See this white skin I have? That's who I am. I can pray to God until the cows come home. I'm not going to be any other person but a white person. Some things will never change. Why? Because that's just the way it is. But homosexuality ain't one of them. And they need to know that, but there's only one way to break out of that sin, and that's the cross of Christ. And you're chasing people away by holding up signs that say that sort of thing. You're not helping anyone. So, especially people that see themselves as that's their identity. That's right. That's who they are. That's who they are. That's who they are. You can't. They don't see themselves as a sinner. They see. They see it as something. That's their identity. This is who I am. But it's not who they are. It's not. It's a sin. It's in the Bible. Well, how do you know everything in the Bible is true? Well, that sounded really judgmental. I mean, whatever. Look, I didn't mean that. What I'm trying to say is that if it wasn't a sin, people wouldn't be delivered from it. Like I just said, I'm going to repeat myself. People have been delivered from homosexuality. I can't say it any more simple than that. If it was the way you were born, if it was genetics, there's no getting away from it. There's no deliverance. There's no nothing. This white skin, that is genetics. Really. It's just not going to change, man. That's just the way I am. It's the way God made me. I mean, sure, obviously, if God wanted me to wake up black or blue or purple or red or green, I'm sure he can make it happen. Sure, absolutely. You know what I'm saying, man. Really. How many people are going to go to bed tonight praying that they wake up tomorrow purple and are actually going to wake up purple? It doesn't happen. You know, some things are just meant to be, such as me with white skin. It's just the way it is. Homosexuality ain't one of those things. You need deliverance. I'm going to be honest with you. You have a homosexual spirit on you. That's a spirit that's on you. And God broke those chains. So you don't have to deal with that. That's a stronghold that's in you. So we need, you know, these people have you know, communities where they just, you know, kind of, they have communities. They have communities. So, I mean, obviously, you know, obviously there's homosexuals that do see themselves as sinners. And they do want to break free. They don't want to be, you know, they're well aware that it's a sin. And they agree with it. It's one thing to know it's a sin, but it's another thing to agree with it. Because once you can align yourself with the agreement, as long as you can look at God and sincerely say, God, I agree, it's a sin. Can you help me get through it? He's not going to sit there and say, I'm glad you agree. Now go do it yourself. That's religion. That's what religion tells you to do. But when you come to the cross of Christ, he doesn't just tell you what to do. He gives you a solution. That's the difference. Religion ain't going to do it for you. Religion will sit there and tell you you're homosexual. They'll tell you you're a sinner, but they'll offer you no solution. They'll take the bottle of alcohol away from you. They'll call you a drunk. They'll kick you out of the bar. They'll call you a taxi. They'll do all these nice things for you, and those are good things. But what good is it? There's no solution. So what is that person going to do? They're going to sleep off their drunkenness. They're going to wake up and go to another bar. Because there's no solution. So they're just going to live the rest of their life being a drunk. As with any sin. Religion ain't going to do that. The cross of Christ will. That's the difference. That's how I know it's the difference. How do you know you're telling the truth? Because I know, man. I've been delivered of things. And religion, and I wasn't delivered by religion either. But these people see themselves as, you know, living in, you know, these people have communities. These people have an identity. And by holding up a sign that says God hates homos, you're just, you know, these people are in a cell. They need to be released. You know, and I'm telling you, you're not helping anything. You know, you're just pushing them further back. You know, like God has the keys to unlock these people, and you're telling, you know, the only one with the keys to unlock these people that, you know, he hates them. You're not free. He hates you, and here's why. Go read it in his own words. I mean, obviously, that's not what that guy probably meant, but that's how the sign came off to me when I first saw it, I'll tell you that. So I know what it would have came off to a homosexual like that, and I know what it would have came off to some person who, you know, isn't even trying to attempt to live for God. So that's all I'm saying. You know, you can't, I mean, these people, you have to understand, I keep emphasizing, these people have, this is their identity. Not all of them, but more than you would like to, more than you would think. You know, like, this is, you know, this is our identity. It's who I am or whatever. Especially in 2016 with everything, these people are actually able to come out and feel kind of semi-comfortable. You know, and anybody who makes them feel uncomfortable, well, good luck in 2016. You know, I mean, obviously never hate anybody, but even if you walk up to these people and try to talk about God, well, they'll put you in a jail cell. Even in this country, look what happened to that lady in the Carolinas. I mean, come on, man. So, that's all I'm saying. You know, these people see themselves as a homosexual. So you have to meet them on, you have to understand that. This is their identity. You can't reach somebody in a watered down way. These people need deliverance. They need to be uprooted. They need more than just a sign that says God hates you. Have a nice day.